As a man, you can expand into a much richer world of different sexual energies. In this video, I will tell you about 4 of those new areas of sexual energy, whole worlds of sexual energy that you can discover for yourself. Please remember that what you are told at the moment culturally, who you should be as a man in sex, what you should do in sex, it is so limiting. It is not who you are. It is not everything that you can be and you can feel and you can experience in your life. So look, I've been working with people for 20 years, teaching them advanced sexual practices, essentially a tantric experience of sexual energy in their lives. And what I've seen in my clients time and time again is that with the new focus, with the new practices, you can discover a completely different world of sexual energy where you're not just performing for your lover and just trying to please them, but it is there for you. It is nourishing you, it is enriching you, and it just brings so much into your life. But you need to expand into a few more areas than the basic model of sex that is normally taught to you. The first new area of sexual energy for you to develop into as a man is what I would call the full body orgasmic flow. Change the way you're having sex. Don't be just focused on the sensation in the genitals. Your genitals are generating sexual energy, sexual sensation, sexual feelings. And what you want to do is you want to see it as a source that is vibrating, transmitting into your whole body, flowing through you. And the reason I call it a world of sexual energies is because you can play with different experiences there. The basic idea is the same, that sexual energy flows from the genitals into your body, but you can play with different intensities, different patterns of it, and they will all give you different experiences. How do we do this? In rough terms, the way we access this world of sexual energies, first of all, creating a new purpose in sex, that you're not just focused on the genitals, taking them to release, and it's not about lasting longer or not coming. It is not about that. It is that you want to experience it as a flow of sexual energy that is enriching you, and you want to keep it going. Once you set that purpose, a lot of your technique will align with it naturally. And then you need to have a really good practice of channeling sexual energy into your body with one of the available methods. There are different methods out there. People do it in different ways. I prefer ones that are, really natural and intuitive and simple, because I think they're the most effective. And then the more you practice over time that channeling of sexual energy, the more your body sensitizes. Your body develops to feel that transmission through you. And that's when you start having what we can call full body orgasmic flows. And then you can have different kinds of these orgasmic experiences. Again, you can play with different intensities of them, different flows of them. So you develop into that experience. It's not a recipe to do immediately right now. You will feel something right now, but it develops through consistent practice. And you feel more and more from it. The next world of sexual energy that men need to discover for themselves is the sexual energy of the whole body. Men are always taught to just focus on their penis, what you're doing there, what is the sensation there, including how you channel it into your body, into these multiple orgasms and non-ejaculatory orgasms and all that. But this is all related to doing something with the penis, with the genitals. Your whole body is actually similarly to women. It is a very alive network of sexual energy that you can engage. It's a different kind of feeling. It sends different kinds of feelings and senses and nutrients into you. Your whole body can feel incredibly nourished and enriched in sex without involving the genitals at all. By feeling your lover's body, you can absorb a lot of really amazing energy and feel good and nourishment from your lover's body without involving your genitals. You just need to start paying attention to it and start learning to feel it, learning to enjoy it. There is incredible sexual nutrition that we can absorb through the body, men and women. The feelings of physical love, they all go through the body, not the genitals. All the chemistry, all the oxytocin, all that amazing feeling of closeness and the beauty of your lover's body. They feel good between the bodies because the bodies are intelligent. They have energy with each other. They radiate into each other. They communicate in a really nourishing, feel-good way. So you can soak it all up through your whole system. There is a myth that men can't feel it. I think it is just a cultural, educational thing that men are never taught to discover. Men are human beings too. If your body is loved and nourished and receives the feel good and the energy of your lover, you're going to feel it just as much as a woman. It's going to have just as much of a powerful positive impact on you. These are all really powerful nutrients for your psyche, Men just need to kind of get onto that wavelength, start listening to that, start developing that. It can be in addition to your sex. Sometimes this can be sex itself, because men often are overburdened by having to engage the genitals, having to do something there. It's like really taxing sexual energy. Sometimes you can be really amazingly nourished by sex without, stressing yourself to engage the genitals. So if you want to learn more about it and you want my help to develop these areas of sex for yourself, look into my holistic sex course. I cover all these parts of the spectrum there in a lot of detail. How to develop your whole body, the sexual energy in it, and the other part of the spectrum as well is covered there. How to direct that sexual energy, different types of orgasmic experiences for men, different types of flow, the practices and the techniques for that. If you're a man learning on your own, then you can also look into my Perfect Lover program, which is a program for men, and I cover quite a bit there as well. The third area of sexual energies that I always recommend all men to explore is the sexual energy of the penis without erection. So soft penis, whether it is inside your partner or just, touched by your partner. People often think of a penis without erection as basically a problem. In my view, it is just a different kind of sex. It is a different quality, a different kind of sexual energy. You can still feel quite a lot with a non-erect penis. It is a different kind of feeling. You need to learn how to listen for it, of course. Once you learn to listen to it, the sexual energy is different, but it is amazing. It can be very nourishing, very blissful, soft, but incredibly profound sometimes. The effect from it, how you feel after it, can be amazing. A lot of the times more revitalized, more nourished than from intense sex with erection when you're burning yourself with it. There are some really deep spiritual places and very loving and intimate places, very kind of heartfelt and soulful places that you go in this kind of sex. Basically, it can just be a really amazing and nourishing and blissful experience. I routinely teach sex without erection to everybody who comes to see me as a client, everybody I work with to transform their sex life, because it is simply a massive addition to your sex life as a man. Not only it can give you some blissful, powerful energies, but also, it's obvious how useful it is in real life when you're stressed, when you're tired. I go so far as to say that, it should be really kind of 50-50. So a really enriching new world of sexual energies to explore. So sex without erection is actually a new practice for men in the sense that you do actually need to learn how to do it, not just how to do it physically, but how to feel it as well for both partners involved. So if you would like my help to learn it, it is covered extensively in my holistic sex course. The link is below the video. The fourth area of new sexual energies for men to discover for themselves, I would say, is, different kinds of sex. Men are so unfortunately conditioned by this whole culture that is telling you to be these, brutal men in sex, or at least to do something really kind of hot and passionate and intense, like that's the only good sex. Always about some kind of intensity and giving a woman like massive orgasms and whatever. So, fine, but you are a human being. You are able to experience and to enjoy so many different things. Just think about it in life. In life, you are a complex human being. You enjoy different experiences. It is like the equivalent, let's not think about sex for a moment. Everybody's telling you that in your life, you should only do sports and adventure activities. That, love is not for you. Chilling out is not for you. Some kind of creativity is not for you. Meditation is not for you. Spending time with your children is not for you. Is that all true? But that is the equivalent of what everybody's telling you should be in sex. You should only be this man and, enjoy the dominating and intense sex. Men and women, we're all human beings. We have the same human experiences and the same human needs, especially in a relationship, especially in intimacy. So don't listen to all that noise. You have to allow yourself as a man to enjoy different experiences in sex, different energies. If the sex is really relaxed and tranquil and just really nurturing, enjoy it. Why can't you enjoy it as a man? If the sex is about your lover just loving your body and giving you love and you just need to be loved, enjoy it. As a man, it is also an important experience for you. So the way to think about it is, you discover new worlds of sexual energies by understanding that there are different qualities and colors of that sexual energy out there for you, and they have different nutritions for you. So look, there is so much more to discover beyond this basic thing that everybody's telling you to do. There are actually whole worlds of sexual energy for you to discover when you start developing them, and you can totally do it in your life.